someone has killed my 6'7" kid Brainrot in Still a Brainrot. And because this happened while I was offline, that means that it must have been someone who had access to my base. So as you guys can see, there were only 3 Brainrots in my base at the time of the murder, which makes me think that one of these Brainrots must have been the murderer. So I actually contacted Sammy, the owner of the game, and he gave me access to these magical buttons that will let me enter the memories of my own Brainrot. So we need to investigate what all of these 3 Brainrots did at the time of the murder to find out who of them is the murderer. And then we're gonna punish that Brainrot by selling them. So I guess we're just gonna go into the memories of my Pakramat Matina to find out what she was doing before my 6'7" kid Brainrot was killed. So all I have to do is just smack this button. Alright, I think we're in the memory right now because the text says replaying memory. And not only that, look at me. I'm literally a ghost and I don't have my baseball bat anymore. And not only that, the 6'7" kid is still alive. So I think we're definitely replaying the memory of my Pakramat Matina. And I don't think I can do anything since I am just a ghost. But it seems like both the Pakramat Matina and my Quacola, or whatever his name was, is not in my base. So hopefully they're not doing anything too suspicious. And look over there. The Pakramat Matina and the Quacola seem to be talking about something. What if they're plotting to kill my 6'7" kid Brainrot? Let's find out what they're saying. The Pakramat Matina says, you ever notice how 6'7" kid gets all the attention? Guys, there might be some truth to that because he's like the most powerful Brainrot in the game. And the Quacola says, yeah, ever since that meme, everyone talks about him, never about us. Guys, I'm starting to smell some jealousy from these Brainrots. And the Pakramat Matina says, maybe he's the reason the other Brainrots stopped being happy. I'm one of the new Brainrots and the player haven't even noticed me. Guys, that might actually be true. Maybe I need to be a bit nicer to my other Brainrots. And the Quacola says, you don't think he will sell us, right? Oh no. It seems like my own Brainrots are afraid that I will sell them. I wouldn't do that, right? Or maybe I would, but because I don't really need anyone else except the 6'7" kid because he makes so much money. And the Pakramat says, I don't know. Maybe if we don't do something about the 6'7" kid. And guys, now we're back in the normal timeline, and I'm gonna be honest, guys. It seems like the Pakramat Matina and the Quacola were planning something that might hurt my 6'7" kid Brainrot. So I'm gonna be honest, the Pakramat Matina is very suspicious right now, but we shouldn't be too fast with our conclusions. So before we sell any of these Brainrots, because they're gonna be sold if I find out that they are actually the murderer, we need to find out what the Quacola was doing before the 6'7" kid was murdered. Because I know he was talking to the Pakramat Matina, but it seems like we can click his button. Because if we try to click this red one, it doesn't really work anymore. So let's see if we can enter the memory of the Quacola. 3, 2, 1, go! Wait. The message literally says requires 1,000 likes. I have no idea how this game knows that I'm recording a YouTube video, but you know what, guys? If we don't reach 1,000 likes, maybe we will never find out who actually killed my 6'7" Brainrot. So you know what, guys? Like the video right now. And it seems like a lot of you did. So let's see if we have enough likes. Let's press this button again. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright guys, we're replaying the memory of the Quacola, and this is actually quite suspicious. Okay, the 6'7" kid is still alive, which means that the Quacola might actually be the one who killed him, but the 6'7" is not in his normal place too. So we need to find out where these Brainrots are in order to find out if the Quacola maybe is the one behind the murder. And Wait, he's literally talking to my 6-7. Let's see what these guys are talking about. And the Quacola says, I was talking to Pakrat Matina and she thinks we should do something. Guys, he's literally talking to the 6-7. It couldn't be my 6-7 who killed that 6-7 kid, right? Because he's literally like his brother. And the 6-7 says, I thought you guys liked the 6-7 kid. And the Quacola answers, we did in the beginning, but now the player doesn't even collect our money like we are useless. Okay, guys, hear me out. I maybe don't do that as much anymore because the 6-7 kid is literally generating $6-7 billion per second. So I don't really need any other money. And the 6-7 says, then what do we do? It seems like these guys are also planning to do something. And the Quacola says, can you talk to 6-7 kid? Maybe you can convince him to do something. Okay, that actually doesn't seem too bad because they're not planning to kill him, but you never know what happens. And the 6-7 says, are you sure you want me to do that? He's like a brother. And the Quacola says, he's the original. Just do it. Okay, it seems like the 6-7 is going to talk to the 6-7 kid. Alright guys, we're now back in the normal timeline, and as you guys saw, the Quacola didn't really kill the 6-7 Brainrot. I'm not saying it wasn't him, but the 6-7 was supposed to talk to the 6-7 kid, so I'm thinking we need to find out what the 6-7 did while he talked to the 6-7 kid before he was dead. He is actually a little bit suspicious right now, so I guess we're gonna go into his memory next. 3, 2, 1, go! Wait, guys, it didn't work. I swear, Sammy told me that these buttons were supposed to work, so let's just try hitting it one more time. 3, 2, 1, boom! Wait, it didn't work, and a message says, answer these 3 questions, and then you can enter 6-7's memory. What is this kind of riddle? Oh my god, no way I need to answer questions in order to enter his memory. You know what? I don't care, guys. We need to find out if this 6-7 actually killed my 6-7 kid, because if he did, he is doomed. So I guess we're just gonna hit this button again and see if we get the first question. Boom! Wait. The question popped up saying, when was the 6-7 added to the game? Ooh, guys, this is actually quite a hard question, but let's think about it. I think the 6-7 kid was added along with the first admin lucky block, because that was like the only way you could get him if you opened a bunch of admin lucky blocks. And I believe that was September 13th on like Saturday. I'm not too sure, guys. But my guess would be September 13th. So let's lock in that answer by clicking this button. Let's see if it works. Wait, it says correct. 1 out of 3. Okay, we need to answer 2 more questions right in order to enter his memory. And if we fail a single one, we might never find out who actually killed the 6-7 kid. So let's press the button again for the next question. And it says, does 6-7 have a ritual? That is a very good question, because if you guys didn't know, I've actually done a 6-7 ritual before, but the problem is that that ritual was only supposed to be for owners or admins of the game, so I think they actually removed it from the game after I did it. So I'm actually gonna have to say no, and let's see if no is the correct answer. Boom. Wait, it says correct again! And now we only need to answer 1 more question right in order to enter the memory of the 6-7. So let's smack the button again. And the next question is, what is 6-7 based on? Okay, this is actually the easiest question ever. You know what? Let me know in the comments if you know where the 6-7 Brainrot comes from. But it's from the 6-7 kid who screamed 6-7 at a basketball game. Everybody knows this, so I'ma just lock in my answer. It's from the 6-7 kid who screamed 6-7 on the basketball game. And then we're gonna hit the button. And it says, correct, 3 out of 3, you can now enter. Alright, I guess we're just gonna have to smack the button again in order to enter the memory of the 6-7 to see if he was the one behind the murder. 3, 2, 1, go! Guys, we're now in the 6-7's memory because look, it says replaying memory and he's like talking to the 6-7 kid. And not only that, all the other brain rots are gone from the base because we're talking about that the 6-7 was supposed to talk to the 6-7 kid about their problems. And the 6-7 says, 6-7 kid, do you ever think about what we really are? Guys, what is he even talking about? Is he having like an identity crisis before GTA 6? Like, what is going on right now? And the 6-7 kid says, what do you mean? Yeah, I would have answered the same thing. And the 6-7 says, they call you special, the chosen one, but we were both made the same way. I was the first, you're just newer. Oh no, that sounds like jealousy. And the 6-7 kid says, maybe they just like my style. Doesn't mean you're less important. Okay, the 6-7 kid is actually a quite good friend because he's not trying to put down 6-7. He's trying to be reasonable. And the 6-7 says, less important? I was here first and you got banned. Why are you even here? Guys, that is actually true. The 6-7 was here first, and the 6-7 kid was actually banned from the game. I had to talk to Sammy to get him myself because he generates so much money. And the 6-7 kid says, hey, it's not a competition. And the 6-7 says, it is now. Wait, what does he mean by that? Why is he walking closer to the 6-7 kid? And the 6-7 kid says, wait, what are you doing? And the 6-7 says, becoming what I should have been all along. The only 6-7 in this base. And he has this bat and he kills him! Guys, we're now back in the normal timeline and we just find out that the 6-7 Brainrot is the one who killed my 6-7 kid. You know what? This is enough reason to sell my 6-7 Brainrot. Come here! I'm gonna sell you. Wait. He just walked out of his place. My brain rots are not supposed to do that. And he said, he took what was mine. Get back to your place. You're gonna generate me money while I sell you. And the 6-7 says, you shouldn't have looked. Wait, what do you mean by that? I'm supposed to be your master. He says, you have evidence. I don't want to get banned. So now it's your turn to disappear. Wait, we can talk about this. I don't want to sell you anymore. What are you doing? Ow! Guys, that literally hurt my head. And wait, where even am I? And why am I a ghost again? I'm not even replaying any memories. And my whole base is gone, and the only thing left is my 6-7 kid. Oh no, it seems like my normal 6-7 got very angry. But guys, if I don't have a base and I'm literally a ghost, does that mean that I can't buy brain rots? No! I literally can't play the game anymore. Oh no, this is so stupid. I guess this is why you shouldn't go into your own brain rot's memories, because this is what's gonna happen. But guys, I guess that was everything for this video. So if you liked it, click another video on your screen right now. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye!